Ever think about what happens when, inevitably, our IT systems hit a snag? I mean, it happens, right? No system is perfect. But the real question is, when things do go wrong, are businesses actually ready? Today, we're diving into something designed to answer that. IT Resilience Orchestration. It's a fascinating field, and it's growing fast. Think of it like the conductor for your whole digital setup. It's about automating, coordinating processes so your IT data, apps, servers can bounce back from trouble. But more than that, it anticipates issues, adapts, minimizes downtime, protects the business.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we've got some great data. We're unpacking a comprehensive report from Cognitive Market Research. It covers the global IT resilience orchestration market. We're looking at size, share, and crucially, the forecast trends all the way from 2025 out to 2033. Across all the major regions and countries, it really shows how vital this tech is becoming worldwide.
Right. So our mission today, to pull out the key insights from this report, we want to get a handle on where this technology is going and maybe more importantly, why. Why is it such a huge growth area in our, well, pretty complex digital world? Okay, let's get into it. Starting with the big picture, the global numbers, because honestly, they're pretty impressive. Shows explosive growth. Back in 2021, the market pulled in about $276 million, almost $1.3 billion. But get this, it's projected to hit nearly $272 million, over $2.2 billion in 2025. And then the surge continues, up to an amazing $195 million, nearly $7.2 billion by 2033. That's just a massive leap.
It truly is. I mean, that kind of trajectory works out to a compound annual growth rate, a CGR of 15.5% during that forecast period. Just think about that. At that rate, the market's basically set to more than quadruple in, what, about a decade? And what's key here is that this growth isn't random. It's directly linked to, well, the rising demand for solid business continuity and for agile disaster recovery. Plus, the huge need for automation across pretty much every industry. Recent events, everything from sophisticated cyber attacks, the big shift to remote work, they've really thrown a spotlight on how fragile traditional IT can be. Businesses just can't afford downtime now. The cost, revenue, reputation, customer trust, it's just too high.
That's a really strong point about the cost of downtime. But are there specific types of disruptions pushing this, like cyber attacks versus, say, hardware failures? Is one driving it more? And yeah, what does this look like around the world? Let's break it down by region. Where are the real hotspots for IT resilience?
Okay, good question. Let's start with North America. It's currently leading in terms of market size, which makes sense, right? They were early adopters of cloud, lots of regulated industries like finance, healthcare, plus a history of investing in advanced IT. So in 2021, the value there was about $510 million. That's set to grow to nearly $894 million in 2025. And the forecast for 2033, a hefty $2.74 billion. The key GR is strong too, 15%. Within North America, yeah, the U.S. is the big player, forecasted over $2.1 billion by 2033, but Canada and Mexico are showing really solid growth as well. KGR is around 15.7%, 15.2%, so it's a broad regional push.
Right. So North America's got the biggest slice right now, but it sounds like this urgency is global. Let's hop over to Europe. How's it stacking up? Any particular countries really driving things there?
Europe's definitely a major contributor. Its value was around $328 million in 2021, expected to hit about $572 million in 2025, and then projected to reach over $1.76 billion by 2033. So growing at a very healthy clip, just over 15% CAGR. And yeah, within Europe, you see some interesting variations, but overall strong growth. Germany, for example, is one of the strongest growth rates there, about 15.85% CAGR, looking at over $380 million by 2033. The UK and France, also solid. Both expected to clear $220 million by 2033, with CAGRs over 14.4%. Russia's growth is a bit lower, comparatively around 13.5%, but the need is clearly widespread. Italy, Spain, Sweden, Denmark, all showing healthy double-digit growth rates.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, I think. Asia Pacific. The report flags this region as the global growth leader. Started at $245 million in 2021, hitting $455 million in 2025, but then rocketing to over $1.57 billion by 2033. That CAGR is 16.78%, the highest of all regions. What's fueling that fire in APAC?
Yeah, it's an impressive trajectory. That's not by chance. You've got massive digital transformation happening, especially in emerging economies. They're often leapfrogging older tech.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a growing awareness of cyber risks as these markets digitize and connect globally. If we look at specific countries, China's leading the charge there with a 17% CAGR, expected to hit over $450 million. But India truly stands out. It has the highest TAGR in the entire report.
Wow, the highest overall.
Yes, an incredible 17.73%. projected to soar to nearly $240 million by 2033. Southeast Asia as a whole, also very strong, over 17.3% CAGR. Singapore specifically, over 17.2%. And Japan, South Korea, Australia, Taiwan, they're all contributing significantly too. CAGRs over 15.7%, so widespread adoption.
Incredible numbers from APAC. Okay, let's quickly cover the other emerging markets. South America, it started around $70 million in 2021, growing to $126 million in 2025, and forecasted at over $411 million by 2033. That's a solid CAGR too, 15.86%.
That's right. And within South America, Argentina actually has the highest regional CAGR, 16.4%, moving towards $80 million by 2033. Brazil's a key player too, of course, expanding to over $144 million by 2033, a 15.7% CAGR. It shows that continent is really investing in resilience.
Okay. And the Middle East saw revenue around $64.5 million in 21, increasing to nearly $116 million in 2025, reaching over $372 million in 2033, a CGR of 15.7%.
Yeah, and in the Middle East, the UAE shows really strong growth, 16.37% CAGR, projected over $70 million by 2033. Saudi Arabia actually had the highest value back in 2021, and it's continuing strong growth too. Expected over $92 million by 2033 with a 15.8% CAGR. This region has huge digital transformation projects, smart cities, diversifying economies, so resilience is obviously key for them.
Makes sense. And finally, let's wrap up the regions with Africa. That reflects a 15.1% CAGR. That reflects a 15.1% CAGR.
Correct. And in Africa, South Africa has the highest regional CAGR, nearly 15.9%, expanding to over $125 million by 2033. It really highlights the continent's rapid digitalization and, well, the proactive steps being taken to build stronger digital foundations.
So after all those numbers, what does this actually mean? For you listening, for businesses, for everyone. Bringing it together, the picture is clear. Rapid, widespread expansion in IT resilience orchestration. But like you said, it's not just about big figures, is it? It feels like a fundamental shift, moving away from just reacting to disasters towards being proactive, automated, prioritizing keeping things running, adapting to this incredibly complex digital world we live in. It's not just nice anymore, it's essential, right, for survival, for competition.
Exactly. The drivers are just undeniable. That critical need for business continuity, avoiding that crippling downtime, robust disaster recovery that can handle anything. And crucially, that advanced automation to deal with issues before they become catastrophes. This market's growth. It's a global admission of digital vulnerability, But also, importantly, it shows the strategic steps being taken to fix it. It's a clear signal that organizations are getting serious, making sure their digital operations are tough, dependable, and ready for whatever comes next.
So there you have it. The global IT resilience orchestration market, it's booming, expanding fast, driven by really critical needs to stay online and secure. Asia-Pacific is clearly leading that growth charge, but with really significant, consistent contributions from North America and Europe too, and strong potential in the emerging markets across South America, the Middle East, and Africa.
Yeah, and as you think about this massive growth, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? What could this mean for digital transformation more broadly? What new skills, what strategies become absolutely vital as businesses pour more resources into preparing for the unexpected, into automating responses? And what kind of new opportunities might pop up from this intense focus on, well, digital durability, on resilience? Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating global IT resilience orchestration market. And just a reminder, all the facts and figures we discussed today came directly from that comprehensive report by Cognitive Market Research.